Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yasmin, and if you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you clicking on my video. And today we're going to really zero in on my to-go planner. This is a skinny, classic happy planner. And what I thought I was going to do was just change the disc. But in looking at all the things and thinking about it, we may be here a little bit. So I'm going to try out a few things. This planner I'm going to be using in my diaper bag. I have a lot of appointments, and while I was on maternity leave, I would just, it would be pretty funny. You would hear or at least I would hear the receptionist say, all right, so we have an appointment for this day. And I would be like, go for it. I don't just as long as it wasn't, as long as it was in the afternoon, I was up for it. But we can't do that anymore. I'm at work now and I have limited amount of time. So it's now the 5th. Yes, today is the 5th. And I have to get the ball rolling on this because I go back to work on the 11th. So here's what I was thinking. Number one, I don't like the fact that these are so tight in here. And what I really need to use this for is for this page here. Now, I feel like it would be beneficial for me to use 1 or 2 pages of the inserts, of the weeklies, but I don't think I need every week in here. If I have questions and things like that about one of the kids or whatever, I can fill out one of these. So my thought process is to take out the guts. Now, January has come and gone, so I'm definitely going to take all of these out for sure. And the reason why I'm doing that now is because I want to see how it looks in the mini disc. Because if not, I do want to change them over to these classic O-rings disc. Or if it does look nice on the mini disc, I do have these mini discs that I can use. Here goes the problem. If I use these mini discs, I don't know if I'm going to like the way it looks with that gold foil. We'll see. Mind you, well, yeah, it will be closed because it'll be in my bag. So I don't know. So then my next thing would be to decide which cover I'd use, that one or this one. So that's what we're doing today. And I want to set up my monthly calendars to put the schedules in here with you. And I'll show you how I want to color code it. For each month. And what I think I can do is I'll just take out the first few months because I never really know how much of this I'm going to actually use or need. So I think the first 4 months, closing that out feels better on these discs. I don't know. Well, I'm going to take off these discs anyway, so I don't even know. Let's do that. The goal is for this, but I can use this side. Oh, well, I can use that side and but it would look nice with the, the problem. Yeah, these are pretty. Um, that I may like the fullness of it, but I am going to put stickers and stuff in here. Not that much, but I do want it to still look pretty, because I'm going to set it up now for the whole year. So it'll have the school year, the school calendar, basketball schedules, and all that jazz. Because what I'm thinking is that I'll put what needs to be done on the front page, and then on the subsequent pages, maybe I'll add what's needed, like what the details are. Maybe I'll do that. So maybe I am going to need the guts. So, but this is the beauty of happy planning. This is the beauty of custom and disc bound planning, is that you get to play around with concepts and things and what is going to work best for you at the moment. So at the moment, I think I'm going to use these bigger ones. I do like metal discs. I really only like to use metal discs, I'm going to be honest. I could use this, which is kind of neutral, which is very neutral. And I think it would go nicely with those. So I'm going to do that. So I'm putting the front and the back cover on. So today is, well, yesterday my son turned 2 months old, which is so nice. But today he gets his immunizations. So I'm pretty sad about that. Only because sometimes the kids don't feel so well afterwards. So I figured I would do this video this morning. I actually wanted to do it yesterday, but yesterday we were focused on different things. What's going on with this? Come on. I feel like, I don't know. All right. There we go. Maybe. I'm actually going to keep the guts in because I just realized what I would use the guts for. And what that means is that I probably won't do each of them. I'll probably do just the month of February. Yeah, and I'll show you what I mean. And I'll set up each month, but then I'll do the weekly inserts at a later time, or while watching TV or something. But I do like recording because what it does for me is it keeps me accountable. It keeps me sticking with a routine. Like, I will say, so here's the thing. I know this about myself. If I have accountability, even if it's just the hypothetical social media society, what happens is that I become more accountable to myself. And I'm like, yeah, no, you can't do that. And you can't do that. Right. I say that because when I was doing Herbalife, my best results happened while I was sharing my story. When I was coaching others, when I was just, showing up for not only myself, but showing up for myself publicly. I feel like that's what it is. So doing this also allows me to selfishly be accountable and use my products the way I want to use them, the way I feel like I should use them. And it also gives me a space for me to sit back, think about what I want to do. Just a lot of pluses for me. So that's the reason why I continue to do these videos. And I didn't do the videos at the end of the year. at the end of 2025 because I had no energy. And I had enough energy. Like I said, I felt like I had enough energy to grow a baby and to go to work. Um, and that was basically all the energy I had. Luckily, I have very good kids because, you know, I mean, I pushed through whatever I could with them too. I have a 21-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old, and now a 2-month-old. My goodness. Um, and so everybody needs something different. But while I was making our last one, yeah, I tell you one thing, I was just tired. And I don't think I was like physically tired. I was very much so mentally tired. I don't know if it was um the appointments. I felt like I had more appointments than ever. Was it what I felt like it was like fear mongering with the doctors? I know that sounds crazy, but like I've been pregnant before and it was like they made it they made every appointment almost very scary. Like, oh, this may happen. And it's like, well, there's a lot of may happens. I need you to chill. I've been pregnant before. I I'm maybe they need to have a survey and be like, how do you want your care to be? Because it's not constantly telling me all the bad things that will happen. I can go on Google and do that, WebMD, as they say, to be scared. So that bothered me a lot. All right. I feel like it's not big enough with these discs, but I like it better than the other, than the smaller option. And there's no in between. So I am going to backdate a little bit. I do have my list of things I want to enter here. So here goes my pens. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark birthdays on the calendar like that. That's my sister's birthday. And I probably won't do everybody's birthday, but I think I'm going to do birthdays on this calendar with the dot marker. And then on here, I'm going to list the things that I feel like I need. Like this is no school. No school is going to be this color. Now, oh no, that's wrong. That was a work holiday. No school is going to be in this red. So we had no school from the 1st to the 6th. I'm just going to put NS and then draw a line to the 6th. He went back to school on the 6th, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have the 19th. February. Do I want to just do no, let me just stay here. So then we have work holiday, no work. So, but we're going to do a work holiday. I'm going to do no NW actually, because work from home is WH. So we're going to do no work. And now we're going to use the purple one. The purple one is going to be school basketball. So I didn't put a home or away, but I think I would do that for next year. But it's going to be this purple color. And it's going to be school ball. Going to be a lot of them. 7. And the reason why I like to do it on here is because it highlights the weekend, but it also gives me all the other information. Like I can put this on a list, but then I can't see it, how it, what is the word? Um, how it correlates with the rest of the schedules, if that makes sense. And then now what I would do in the future is put if it's away or home. Yeah. And then I think that's it for January. So that's how I would use this. I don't know how I would use any of these things, but these are also things I can use when the babies have appointments and stuff that I can actually write down. And I think I would just use appointments in black because that's what I would take with me. Like these color coding things, this is nice for when I'm home doing things, but when I'm out and about, I'm only going to use one pen. Now I can use a paper mate pen and make it look so that everything's cohesive, but I like to see the difference. I would like to see the contrast. So let's go here. Well, and then I'm just going to put the baby's initials. RC, we also had appointments on Monday, so so now let's go with no school. So they have no school, but actually it's actually a half a day. So I'm just going to put a half on there. 16th, no school. Oh, okay. So the 2nd to the 7th, we have that is for playoffs. I mean, yeah, no, that's for the district. Then we need the region and then the state. So 10 to 21 will be the state. I'm not gonna put this in here. What I am gonna do is when I find out the dates of these games, I'll put it in here. But they had a game on the 3rd. And they had a game today. All right. That's it for that. So then we have March. So that's what I'm going to do moving forward. Let's see. March. Now we're going into travel basketball. And we're going to go March 7th. Normally they're weekend events. And normally they're the whole weekend, but that one is not. This one is. And of course, there's no school. There's no school every month. There's not a month that they go and they have school all week long. Oh, and the 13th is half a day. Oh, that's funny. I put a 3. It's fine. A lot of birthdays in April. I was gonna say, did I miss my sister's birthday? I didn't. Or is this next month? We have again no school. 3rd and the 22nd. The 22nd is just a half a day. We have some school ball. And then I would probably also want to write the 10th to the 12th. There was something else I wanted to do. Oh, I do have holidays and important dates. I actually also want to add some of these things here because I never use them. And, you know, this is a makeshift book that I made myself with all the dates and stuff like that from books that I decompose, that I took apart. Yeah. So we have no school ones that I never used too. Where did it go? Oh, they have half day, field trip, vacation day, book fair. I just saw no, am I crazy? I mean, right here. No class. So, can I use these to make it fun? Yeah. I'm gonna do no class. Oh, I could have actually done it a different way. Let's see. We're gonna do no class here. Because this month is already over. So what I was thinking was this could have been put like this. Interesting. Interesting. Never used these. And then this is a dot marker. This is the Artist Loft. This is from Michael's. Wild. And then here I could probably put the word celebrate since there's so many birthdays. I don't know if you hear the rain, but it is raining out today. Wow. So we're just going to put the word celebrate right there. Very nice. What else? So that's what I plan on doing. They have some cute ones here, 100th day of school and things like that, that I would probably add to this. But I like the no class thing. I feel like at the end of the day, I can actually use that in this and probably run out of those stickers. As crazy as it sounds, because I will put in the 20, like the all of 2026, because they finished school in May. The last day of school is, I mean, in June, right? I always get this wrong. Yes, they finished the first on the 3rd. Am I going crazy? No, they finish at the beginning of June. Yes, they have 2 half days on the 1st and the 2nd, and then there's no more school. So let's go here. Let's keep going. The 1st to the 3rd, we have travel ball. Another thing that would be nice to put on here would be when the kids have their test for school. Um, then there's Father's. Oh, I forgot about Mother's Day, but there's Father's Day. The only reason why I know about Father's, like it's a thing in my head, is because we do have a tournament every Father's Day for bowling on the beach, which kind of wild, but I think fathers love it. Only just this weekend. And then we have 2 half a days. Oh my goodness. My son is going to graduate. I have to put his graduation. I don't know when it is. Very exciting. All of those things are exciting. Oh, I'm really just putting my immediate family on here. And I say that because I have like, in my head, I can like dot a lot of people, but we're not going to do that right now. June is done. Yes. Now I have July is my birthday, my mom's birthday. And a few other things going on there. Travel ball. And then when people ask me, where are you? What are you up to? You'll see. I just have travel ball every month. And if they're not traveling, they are um practicing. So because the 4th is on a Saturday, I don't know what they're gonna do. I'll either have no work on that Friday or that Monday. So they of course don't have that out for us yet. But I will find out as soon as, or at least I don't know what it is because I'm not at work. I'll find out when I get back though. They're gonna be like, excuse me? I'm like, yeah, I just need to know what days we have off. And I think that is the last game for travel ball that year. But then we go back to school. Then there's going to be all the school ball, which is great. I love it all. I'm not going to lie. So this is always nice to like just do. This is no school. Just to have an overview of the year, and look how many no work days and no school days correspond with one another. Like you have like 6. That's all I got. We're in September. I think I'm done with September. So, and then what I'll do is I'll show you on the other pages. Well, yeah, I'm almost done. Might as well finish. I need to finish. The 12th is no school. And the 28th is 28th is a half a day. November 3rd. That's election day. That's Thanksgiving break. They're giving them a whole week. Makes no sense. But we got 2 days for me back to back. How amazing is that? Go me. Then that's it. Excuse me. So many dots. 4, 7. And then so we have the 18th as a half a day. And then my phone needs to stop talking to me. And then no school. Actually keeps going. But I have no work on Christmas. Which is nice. It's on a Friday. Another 3-day weekend. Beautiful. And then what I would do is I have a few options. I can either, oh, I don't like the fact that it bleeds. That's not fun. Yeah, it does. Okay, it goes. Yeah, it goes. It doesn't bleed. No, some of it bleeds. But what I would do is put the details of it in the actual meat and potatoes of it. I obviously don't want to use these because they are bleeding through. If I do use those, what I can do is grab box stickers. And let's do that. It's funny because I keep pulling. Let me see if I can pull a different book. I have these mega sticker books sitting right in front, right like is the first set of stickers that I have. These have enough colorful. Those are a lot of boxes. Let's see. Do we have more boxes? Not really. There's only these boxes and a few boxes back here. Just to be honest, I probably wouldn't use these anyway, so let's make a mock spread. So let's see. Ooh. Let's do the week of the 12th. The week of the 12th, we have the 13th, the 14th, and the 16th. So what colors would I put together? I'm so picky. All right. So I'd probably do and then we have that one. Pair it with Fun Times. So it'd be those 2 days. So it was just school ball. So I would put probably the days, the where we're playing, and then if we won or not. Then he would have practice. So it's hard for me to like use the regular box stickers. Put that on that side. Let's go with, oh, let's go with Happy Day. Oh no. And look at that. I'm doing it in the actual book. But again, I'm not trying to take it too like, I'm not trying to be too crazy about it. I don't see my tweezers there. I like to put these types of stickers on down with a tweezer because I feel like my fingers get in the way. Can't see everything I'm doing. And that looks good enough for me. And I can't remember exactly, I guess. Where exactly they played, but I would put the actual details of the games there. And that's how I would decorate it. And I think it's cute. It's something very simple, very fast, and it doesn't have to be crazy, right? Because also there may be things I need to again write for anything else. Like let's say if I'm going to an appointment today. I do have an appointment today. So what I would want to write is the fact that he's having a stuffy nose. And that's maybe should we do this? Let's do this one. Where are we at? We're at 30 minutes. You guys can stay for like another 7-8 minutes. I think this shouldn't be too long. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do definitely not Happy Place. I'm gonna use this. It says, "Don't give up what you want most for what you want now." I don't want my baby to not feel well, right? I don't. Who wants their baby to be sick? And I think I'm gonna use not today here. I probably won't be doing anything on Friday because it'll be the day after he gets his shots. So we're gonna make it colorful. But I also don't want him to get anything that can be preventable, right? So there's that. And then we also had appointments on Monday. I normally don't pair like boxes each time, but I think I'm liking the way this looks. And I also don't like the fact that it has a notch. So I'm trying to cover the notches of them. Just trying to see. Let's get a must do sticker. All right. And I think that's it because my baby just woke up. Gotta go. Well, there you have it, guys. I went ahead and recorded this video, but it is going to be a voiceover because I lost the footage or I didn't plug in my mic. Something happened. I don't know, but I got greedy and I decided to do 2 spreads and do my setup and do everything. And it took about 40 minutes, but my baby said, it's time. So I'm going to go ahead and complete this spread here with you guys. Real simple, real easy, no pressure spread, really just dictating where every what is specifically happening on the days highlighted in the calendar, and like I said, notes as to what I may need for each appointment. So I do want to put these things down. I'm going to go ahead and reposition this one. I do love the colorfulness of it. And I'm using stickers that I probably haven't looked at, haven't paid attention to. And this is why I love this channel, because I'm able to use stickers that I haven't been able to use. And I'm doing something I probably would not have thought of doing in a very thoughtful spread, if that makes sense. Like if I'm really trying to balance and do all the things, I am still trying to balance in this one because it just looks prettier in the eyes. But for the most part, I'm just going in and having some fun with everything that needs to be added to the spread. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on 2 speed and show you everything that I put on here. We're going to get, I really love naps. I need my naps. It's necessary now. It's not something that I've had to deal with before, but now, yeah, naps are what's needed all the time. At least he had naps yesterday. I didn't. I've been trying to train myself to stay awake, doing everything I need to do so I can be prepared to go back to work, which yeah, we got to do that, right? We have to. So here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and just bump this up here because of the notches. I've been trying to, that's probably the reason why I was going wonky on these spreads. But I'm going to put something to cover that, just a dot sticker, get it done. And that's what we're going to do when I get today's appointment done. Making sure that everything's sticking, because again, this is an older sticker book, so everything is like lifting a little bit. So we want to make sure that it's sort of secure. Trying to see where I can put those stripes somewhere else on this spread. I could put it on under Saturday or something like that, but I think it'll be best there. Just a little bit of decoration. And the beauty of this is like you really are just figuring out where things go and how it's going to look. But I'm going to go ahead and enter all the appointments in here just so that you can see how it looks. I am choosing to use a darker marker because, again, I'm home. If I was at the office, I would probably just put it on the calendar in the front with my regular pen. So here, do all the things. I'm going to go ahead and just list off all the things I want to speak to the doctor about today. And I'm going to take this with me. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this plan with me. And I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye now.